And if you're not getting no feedback at all, it's time to go back to the drawing board. So if nobody coming to you asking you where you get your shirt from, time to go back to the drawing board. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony, CEO of Loose Leaf Clothing. We got let go of anything that's holding you back to keep moving forward. And today I'm gonna teach you how to start a clothing brand in 2026. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Alright, so the first step of creating a brand is coming up with a good name and a good design. You want something that's gonna speak volume without you even having to explain what it means. So the first step that I would do is write down 50 to 100, even 1,000 names, and just get feedback on the names. Pick one that, stand out to you. Ask your friend what name they like the best. And the one that you like the best, go ahead and pick that out. But make sure you could have a meaning behind it. It gotta be something that got meaning behind it. You could, just freestyle the name, but at the end of the day, people gonna wanna know what your brand means. So you're gonna wanna have some type of, thought process of like where you could at least head to. That's kind of what I did. I wrote down, I'd say like 500 names, and I just got feedback on the best name, and Loose Leaf, it really stuck out to me and it resonated with me, so that's what I went with. Once I heard the name, everything started popping in my head, like different designs, different logos, different ways I could promote this. Come up with a good name and then a good design for the logo. So you don't want nothing too basic, and at the same time, you don't want nothing too loud. You want something that's perfect, that's settled, so something that you could put on a plain tee, something you could throw on a business card, something, something that's professional, that speak for you. And that's what I did. Got a simple Loose Leaf logo. I'll throw it up somewhere right here. But yeah, a simple Loose Leaf logo, all black, get a white one made too. You also want to have a name logo and a picture logo. Something that, something like this, that's a picture, but then something with a word that also, when people see it, they know that it's you, something that resonate with you. Number two, I kind of said it in number one, but it's getting feedback on the name. You want to get as much feedback as you can, because it's like once you start, I look at it like this, once you start the brand, you don't want to turn around and change your name. Unless you really have to, but it's like, who want to change their name once they, start putting footwork behind it? So give feedback on your logo and your name and take criticism. So if somebody don't like it, it's cool. Everybody didn't like mine, but a lot of people did. So like once you know that you got that name and that design, it'll speak to you, because that's exactly what happened to me. I got a lot of feedback and a lot of people was picking different names, but I started really seeing how many people pick Loose Leaf, and I'm like, okay, it spoke to me, and I just started thinking of different things that I could do. And from there, you want to make a design with the name and the logo. You can do something simple. If you got the budget, you could go a little graphic tee. But I always advise, if you starting off, you always want to go simple. Start with a mock-up. Ask your people what they think about the mock-up, because that's exactly how I did it. I had to make my design first, and I just got feedback from my friends and family, co-workers, people that was around. Even if it's a stranger at a gas station, I was getting feedback. So like, you always want to get feedback no matter how far you is in the game. Get feedback is good. Bad feedback or good feedback is always good feedback. But from there, step 4, you want to get the sample. Find you a good manufacturer, get a sample made. I would make another video on how to find your manufacturer, but for now, we're just going to say find a manufacturer and get a sample made. You don't want to jump straight in and get a bulk order, because your bulk order could be messed up. Like your shirt size could be too small. It all could be one sizes, and you got 5 different sizes. So you'll never know. You want to make sure that you could touch the product, see how it feel, see how it fit, get feedback on the product. Post it online, post it on your story, ask your friends, ask your family, ask your co-workers, throw it on, wear it out to events, because that's what I was doing. I was wearing it almost everywhere and getting a lot of feedback. So that's how I knew, like, okay, I got a winning product on my hand. And that's how you'll really know if you need to go with this order or not. If you're getting a lot of good feedback, and if you're not getting no feedback at all, it's time to go back to the drawing board. So if nobody coming to you asking you where you get your shirt from, time to go back to the drawing board. Number 5, and I said that, and number 4, get more feedback. You want to get as much feedback as you can on the sample. Mock-up, you want to get feedback, but on sample, you want to get even more feedback because that's the actual product. So you can have people touch it, people try it on to see how they like the fit, get different sizes if you got to with a sample. So, you have different sizes that people could try on. Because that's exactly what we had to do when it came down to it. We had to make sure the sizes was right. That was a problem too. My first bulk order overseas, I didn't even get a sample. I did, but it's like the sample could have been fixed. I was so happy, I just ran with it. Once I got the sample, it was kind of a tight fit. But at the same time, I had to, once you get something messed up, it's like you can trash it, but at the same time, people buy from you, not what you sell. You can't have something that you messed up, but people think is a masterpiece at the end of the day. Go with number 6. If you get good promotion, well, not even that, you got to promote it good. Get models, get influencers, model the one piece. Tell them that you got the sample in, you're trying to do some content with the sample. So go ahead and start building up the hype for the brand. You got to build up the hype. So once you build up the hype, people going to be ready to buy once you drop. So you got to have your drop date ready, even though you might not have your bulk order. You ain't even really got to have the date ready, but just have a estimate date in mind to have the people with that date in their head. You just want to promote crazy posting every day. Definitely on the story 3 times a day, posting on your feed at least once a day, twice a day. Posting on TikTok, posting on Facebook if you got to. Just all platforms, you really got to promote. Not even that, just go into different events and showing people like, yeah, I got this tea and we drop in such and such. So just get out in person. It ain't always about social media either. You can get out in the streets and, put in a foot action, just get to talking to people. Because at the end of the day, that's how we grew. It wasn't just online. It was being able to, be face-to-face, build that connection with people. Because, once you face-to-face, you really, somebody. A lot of people remember faces. Some people may forget, but people remember faces and remember that moment that y'all created just from you telling them about your brand and that piece you had. They might like it. So, you want to promote crazy. Step 7 is bulk. Once you get everything finalized, you like the sizing of the shirt, everybody like it, you want to go ahead and get your bulk order. Just make sure when you get your bulk, you want to check everything, make sure all the sizes there, make sure all the tags are right, make sure the bags is right, make sure it ain't no mess ups. Check what we do when we get our bulk. We go through every size. We open every bag, make sure everything is everything. So we had pieces that was missing the strings on these. And it's like, once a manufacturer mess up your bulk order, I look at that as not like a blackmail type of thing, but it's something to hold over their head. You can almost get a free sample just because they messed up your order. You can get some type of deal because they messed up. You got to know how to get your money back in a different type of way. It may not be cash, but you got to get your money back in some type of way. Step 8 is preparing for drop date. So you want to make sure that you post in the date all week before your drop date, posting on the drop date, the countdown schedule. You want to make sure your website is up and running. You want to make sure all the inventory is correct on your website. Make sure you got everything correct so when the drop date comes, you're not scrambling because you may be getting orders that you're not even prepared to get. And then when it do come, you want to be able to just go ahead and find that order versus got to go through a whole load and mix and match and you can't even find it. Because there's been times that we couldn't find a small shirt, but we know we got it because it said we got it in the inventory, but we not prepared. We got so much going on, and it been stuff that we don't forgot to upload pictures, put the price on it. It been so much stuff, so you want to make sure, you want to check over everything and make sure you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Another video, I know I probably skipped over it, how to make a website. I'm going to have another video on how to make a website so your drop date could be successful. We don't have successful drop dates and we have failed drop dates. And I can tell you, I know the difference between the reason why we failed and the reason why we was successful on the drop dates. And the website being prepared and promoting months in advance it plays a big role in it. So that's another video in itself. So if you is looking for the website, I will be making another video about that. After drop date, and I think that's number 9, is promote more. So once you drop, and even if your drop date failed, you still want to promote because you still got product on hand. Sitting product is their product. Is your product sitting, you ain't making no money, don't be discouraged because you didn't sell out drop date. It been times we didn't sell nothing but a couple pieces, and then it been times we sold out. Just don't get discouraged. Keep promoting, stay working no matter what, because the more you work, the more people gonna see you. You'll never know when you get a sale. You could be out going to get some food and waiting in line, because that happened to me before. I was in line getting some food. Somebody read the back of my jacket. They wanted a sweatsuit, and luckily I had merch on me. So that's another thing. If you got merch, keep it on you, or some type of merch. I had the merch on me, head size, and he bought it in a pouring rain. I'm in my trunk. It's pouring down, raining out on. So it made a sale, getting some food, random day. So like you'll never know who want to buy, who your message relate to. So it's like you want to promote as much as possible. And another way of promoting is having on your brand every day. Yeah, you wear other people's stuff, but yeah, the more you wear your brand, the more eyes see it. You feel me? So number 10, and this is a big one, not only for me, well, it was for me, but now I'm good, but I know a lot of people don't need to hear this, but reinvesting. Number 10 is the big one, is reinvesting. You got to make sure you reinvest. My first drop, I made like 500, spent that the first day. So like you want to reinvest back into the brand. It's like having a baby. Look at like the brand as like having a baby, and the money is like the milk. If you have a baby, which is your brand, and you ain't got no milk, which is the money, how you gonna feed your baby? Your baby gonna be starving and all that. So you want to be able to, feed your baby as much as possible, even if you coming out of your own pocket. Make sure you're reinvesting into the right thing. Don't be discouraged because you ain't making as much money. Long as you ain't BSing with the money, spending it on nonsense like your personal use, and you're reinvesting it into equipment that you could use for the brand, that's all that matter. Just reinvest. And that's one of the biggest things that we try to do. Not even try to do, that we are doing, is reinvesting. At first it was a big problem, but now I got a team and we doing well, and we reinvesting into the brand. And one thing reinvesting got us is to where we at now. So if we ain't reinvest, we'll still be at level 1. And it ain't even about just reinvesting money. You can reinvest with your knowledge. So you can invest with your knowledge, then reinvest that to make more money. So it's a gem if y'all caught that. But go ahead and drop a subscribe if y'all new to the channel. Make sure y'all run us up in the likes, man. We're trying to get 1,000 likes on this video. This is my second video, and there's more to come. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, man. Follow the brand, Loose Leaf Clothing, on Instagram, TikTok. And I appreciate y'all for watching. And once again, if y'all new to the channel, go ahead and drop a like, and we out.